Okay, Australia's turn 4. This is the ANZAC, Dutch, and French turns. Australia's 14 IPCs to spend. They're going to purchase a transport, an infantry, and an artillery. And we will be declaring a few attacks. First off, the infantry and mechanized infantry in Queensland, the New Zealand infantry and mech infantry in Queensland, are going to hop on a boat and liberate the Philippines. We're also going to see some naval battles in Sea Zone 42. And what's going to come into that is the aircraft carrier, cruiser and a destroyer, plus one of the two planes that's on Queensland. That'll be in preparation for an amphibious assault. An infantry and an artillery from Queensland, plus a fighter from Queensland, are going to be attacking Java once the sea zone is cleared. Now, it's very important that we understand the order of things here. Unlike the Canada, South Africa, UK turn, all of those moves happen simultaneously. These technically don't. It's just simpler to film this as one turn, but it's technically 3 turns. So, contingent on the Aussies winning the Sea Zone 42 battle, what will happen after that is the Dutch will put an infantry on one of their 2 transports, and they will move to Sea Zone 43 and take back Borneo. So that's, they can go 1, 2, 3 and take back Borneo when this is cleared. So that's the order of things. Those are the only attacks, however. So we do have 2 sets of attacks to roll. The rest of it is just walk-ins. Okay, it's the attack on Sea Zone 42. The Aussies are coming in with a fighter, the HMNZS Leander cruiser, the HMAS Baton destroyer, and the HMAS Melbourne aircraft carrier. This is in preparation for an amphibious landing in Java, and the HMAS Tarakan is bringing in infantry and an artillery to land, presuming the sea zone gets cleared. The Japanese boats in the fight are the destroyer Sakura and the submarine I-156, both of which have been fairly active the last couple of turns. So we have 2 3s and a 2. 2 hits, so that's both of the ships, but they do get to defend. And they hit, so we're going to take out the destroyer. So the Aussies clear the sea zone, but lose a destroyer in the process. Okay, it's the amphibious landing on Java. The Aussies are coming in with a fighter from Queensland, and the HMAS Tarakan dropping off an infantry and an artillery. The Japanese are defending with an infantry and artillery as well. So it's 2 2s and a 3. 1 hit versus 2 2s. 1 hit, so 1 each. Both of the infantry are dead. Hit. Miss. So the Aussies take the territory with 1 casualty. Okay, non-combat for the French, the Dutch, and the Aussies. The French transport's going to pick up the infantry from Cairo and is going to go 2 into Sea Zone 97 and drop off in Greece to support the Russians. The Dutch naval elements in Sea Zone 39 are going to join the Aussie naval elements in Sea Zone, whatever this is, 42. Let's do that. That's better. The fighter from the Java attack will land on the aircraft carrier, as did the other one that was already in the sea zone, so that's fine there. Is there any other movement? I don't think there is. So that's going to be it. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, Aussie placement of new units. New transport in 62. Infantry and artillery in New South Wales. In terms of income changes, we have 3 to make, all affecting the Japanese. The Americans are going to go up 2. The UK Pacific are going to go up 4. And the Aussies are going to go up 4. So that's 4, 8, 10 down for Japan. And then 2, 4, and 4. So let's fix that on the income tracker. So Japan goes down from 46 to 36. UK Pacific goes up 1, 2, 3, 4. US Pacific goes up 2. And Aussies go up from 10 to 14. So that's pretty good. Okay, so let's go around the side again. Sorry. Ooh. So the Aussies are going to collect 14 IPCs this turn. Obviously the Dutch and the French don't collect anything. And let's do our disposition of forces. Australia. C-Zone 62 transport. New South Wales infantry artillery. Queensland. 3 infantry, 1 mechanized infantry. And then there are 2 American units and an American bomber. In C-Zone 35. 1 transport in the Philippines, 1 infantry, and 1 mechanized infantry. In C-Zone 42, 1 fully loaded carrier with 2 fighters on board, a cruiser, and a transport. On Java, an artillery piece. In French Indochina, 2 infantry for the Aussies, and then in India, 1 infantry for the Aussies. That's all the... Oh, sorry, no, there are 2 Australian units over here. And in Egypt, there's an infantry and a mechanized infantry. Dutch units. In C-Zone 42, there's a transport and a destroyer. In C-Zone 43, there's a transport, and in Borneo, there's an infantry. And then in India, there's an infantry, an artillery, and a mechanized infantry. An infantry and artillery and an anti-aircraft artillery. France has 2 infantry and an anti-aircraft in French Indochina. They have a destroyer in C-Zone 39. They have a transport in C-Zone 97, and they have an infantry in Greece. And they have a fairly substantial navy in C-Zone 92, 2 cruisers and 2 destroyers. I think that is all of the Aussie, Dutch, and French units. So we're going to turn 5. Let's actually remember to do this time. We're going to go to turn 5. And the game's heating up. Turn 5. Just a quick survey here. Japan is in actually pretty rough shape right now. They're not doing so hot. But Germany is looking pretty decent right now, although the Russians have broken through a little bit in the east. So we'll see what happens. Germany goes next, so we will see what they have up their sleeves for their attacks. So turn 5 coming up.